The average new vehicle transaction prices dropped to $44,000 in the US in February. This compares to an average of $48,750 in December. So that's a 10% drop in just 2 months. That's crazy. And before incentives, Model Y starts at $43,000. So if Tesla would not have made these huge price cuts earlier, the Model Y right now would be above the average vehicle price in the US. Tesla moved ahead of everyone else. But the Model Y gets the $7,500 credits in the US. As supply chains are normalizing, so are the prices of the vehicles. But James says the barrier for consideration of Model Y is not price, it is relevancy, and this can most effectively be solved by education. Unless Tesla is satisfied with existing volume and they decide to stop trying to grow by simply maintaining the status quo, something they may do, who knows. No guidance, says James. So there was this interview from BYD, and basically she said that BYD has no plans to build a factory in Mexico and then export these vehicles in Mexico to the US. The market is too confusing for buyers, says BYD. Specifically, she says she believes the US market is a little bit slow right now on electrification, and it's confusing. When asked if politics play a role, she explained everything is complicated. Politics are complicated and it's confusing for buyers. They don't know which to choose. Yeah, no, people know what to choose and what to buy. Clearly, this is just political posturing from BYD. BYD does not want to upset anyone before the election, which I think is a smart move. Pretend that you do not want to enter the US market, build the factory in Mexico, start exporting to other countries, and then just slip in a few cars for the US market too. Do it in a stealthy way. Don't make big public announcements, just do it discreetly. Anyway, I definitely do not believe that BYD does not want to enter one of the largest car markets in the whole world, in the US, and that the factory in Mexico would never serve the US market. I think that will only happen if the US takes some action to make sure that does not happen, but it will not be because BYD wants to do that. Anyway, BYD is fueling the EV price war in China. It cut MSRP prices of newly refreshed models. And these are pretty significant changes, almost $3,000 US for one model and over $4,000 for the other model. Troy messaged me and said that I can share his Cybertruck production tracking methodology, as well as how many Cybertrucks are being produced right now. As you can see, historically speaking, his error rate is incredibly low, and this is his delivery error rate. Each dot represents a unique vehicle identification number, a VIN. As production goes up, Tesla assigns higher VINs every day. That's why VINs keep increasing over time and form a triangle. Based on VIN data until February 15th, Troy expects that Tesla by the end of the quarter will have produced about 2,200 Cybertrucks. However, they skipped 100 VIN numbers, so therefore he expects 2,100 units produced. However, the VIN to production ratio isn't 100% because some VINs are discarded due to vehicle issues, particularly in the early stage of production. Based on that, Troy estimates about 1,930 units produced in Q1. So about 150 units per week, which is 3% of Tesla's capacity of 250,000 units per year. We don't know for sure, but I believe the problem lies in 4680 cell production, because Tesla mentioned that the finished cell inventory is only a few weeks ahead of Cybertruck production. Therefore, as they increase 4680 cell production, Cybertruck production should increase too. Soon, Troy will get new data, which will cover all of the VIN numbers until February 26th. He hasn't posted that yet, but he will soon. It will be available on his Patreon, of which I am a subscriber. I have been a subscriber for quite a while now. It's at patreon.com/Teslike. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just like what Troy is doing, and he let me share all of this, so I feel like I need to give him a shout out. Ooh, Tesla's Giga Berlin accused of polluting local water supply. According to a report from the local publication, which has targeted Tesla and Giga Berlin with negative reports in the past, the factory has been releasing pollutants at levels 6 times higher than permitted, with warnings reportedly issued to Tesla on 5 occasions since last March regarding the excessive levels of phosphorus and nitrogen in the water. The local water association, the regional water board for the region where the factory is located, has called a meeting for this Friday to discuss the issue, but has already contacted local mayors requesting Tesla close its wastewater discharge immediately, a move that could potentially freeze production at the facility. Despite these allegations, Tesla maintains that its wastewater treatment processes are effective and do not negatively impact the local sewage system or the environment. In response to the report, a Tesla spokesman told Stern that the company's facility is equipped with wastewater treatment systems that are capable of completely recycling processed water, and that its effluent does not adversely affect local sewage treatment operations. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on this story. There will certainly be some developments here soon. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you so much for watching.